Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new 2023 LEGO Star Wars Christmas Advent Calendar with 24 gifts. This one focuses primarily on the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, so that's what we're going to see a lot here, but we're going to just get right into it. I really like making these videos, and of course it's not anywhere near Christmas, but fun to do. I just got it, so I wanted to review it, and then of course you don't want to watch this right now, you're not in the season, just, favorite it and come back to it later once it comes close to Christmas. But anyways, guys, let's get right into it. We'll start with the box. Taking a look at the box, this set is 75366. It's just called LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar, but it is for the 2013 year. With 320 pieces, 6 plush, sells for $45, so relatively expensive. On the front, you can tell there's a lot going on. The basis, the background is indoor. This is 24 gifts with a little Death Star gift tag and a Christmas bow. I think it looks good on the front. I do like that. On the inside, however, the palette, I guess, where the figure's stamped looks nice, but the inside is just really weird. As you can tell, I kind of like ripped open this box on accident. It's pretty damaged, but it's really weird. I do not like this backdrop at all for this year. I think it's odd how all the minifigures that you get in this set are like huddled together by a fire. It also gives away what like the special gift 24th Christmas gift is. It's weird. I don't know. It's not as unique on the back. And I will say, if you go through the front and the back of this calendar, of this box, you can find like 22 out of the 24 gifts already displayed on the packaging. And I just feel like it gives way too much away. I mean, you want to advertise, what you're selling, but at the same time, it just shows like, I think, way too many of the Christmas gifts that you can get. So I don't know. That's just me. But anyways, enough of the box. Let's move on to the builds. All right, so there are 3 main categories that these builds can be broken into for review. And so the first one is going to be the Return of the Jedi inspired mini builds. So we'll start here. So we do get the most mini builds for Return of the Jedi, which is kind of to be expected just based on the overall theme of this calendar. And it is 9 mini builds total with a couple repetitive ones. We'll just go over them really quickly just so you can kind of get a better look at them. Here we have the indoor shield protector. And I definitely think that it gets the point across. This is the very first time we've ever seen this mini build, or micro build, should I say. We also get the indoor bunker, which is relatively self-explanatory. It is, I feel like well, it's not. It feels like it should be weak in the center, but it's not. And this is the first time we've gotten this build. And we get the Ewok glider, which doesn't translate super great into a mini build, in my opinion. It's relatively large in scale compared to some of the others, but it does hold the minifigure that you get that goes along with it. And so that probably explains it. And this is the first time that we've ever gotten an Ewok glider as a mini build. And then we have the mini Ewok village, which I think is okay. To me, I think this is the second time that they've done one of these, and I don't know. It just doesn't quite do it for me. I'm not really sure why there's a hole in the center. I guess just to signify that it's like in a forest, and the way that the Ewok village is linked together through the trees, yeah, I don't know. So it's not my favorite. From far away, I guess it kind of works, but I kind of was expecting this build to be a little bit cooler, personally. We get the Imperial Shuttle, which has been done 3 times. Oops, the wing came off. Yes, so this is the 3rd rendition of the Imperial Shuttle, and each one is just a little bit different. So you're definitely not getting repeating builds, that's for sure. They change it up every year, but we've seen this technically before, and it's okay. I think it puts together the point. You can tell what it is. We get an Imperial Star Destroyer, and I quite like the build for this one. This is apparently the first time we've ever gotten this in an advent calendar, and I'm kind of surprised because it seems like relatively easy to do, but very cute nonetheless. I have an AT-ST. This is technically the 3rd time that it's been made, but this one specifically is for indoor given the base. And I always find that these AT-STs in micro form just turn out really weird looking. Like the feet are too short and too thick compared to the top section. I don't know. I always just think that they look weird. And then we get a speeder bike. This is the 3rd time we've seen a speeder bike, I think specifically for the indoor speeder bike, and it looks really good. I am impressed. This little build is very small, very miniature, and I think that it overall does a really good job of conveying what it intends to be. We get Emperor Palpatine's throne room chair, which is kind of funny. First time we've seen this in an advent calendar build, and it does fit the character, which is cool. I'll show that at the end, but Yep, simple build, but pretty nice. All right, and the next set of builds are going to be the kind of random, I guess, throughout the Star Wars timeline builds, but we get some pretty cool ones. And next we have the builds that are not related to Return of the Jedi. We get a decent amount of them and some fun ones at that, a lot of first-time builds. So starting off with the Justifier, and I can honestly say I hated this as a large Lego set and I hate it as a mini build. The way that it is instructed to build is this way, but it actually, the tail end is longer than the base, and so it just kind of falls forward like that. It's really obnoxious looking to me, personally. It does fold down. I just do not like the way this one conveys into micro build. It's definitely my least favorite in this calendar. Then we have a droid stat bike, which is actually really nice. Judging by the green, I assume it's for Naboo. And this is like pretty much a full build for a stat bike, maybe just a little shorter because you'd normally put it on like a pole so that it floats higher. But I really like this. It's got the handles for the battle droid. The battle droid can ride it, and it looks really good. This is definitely one of my favorite. I believe this is also the very first one that we have gotten in an advent calendar build, and it looks really good. It is bigger than most of the other builds, as I've noticed the minifigure builds, the ones that house minifigures, are larger than the other ones, so that's unique. Here is another first, is the Hailfire droid, which is so cool. This is like an episode 2/Clone Wars vehicle here, and it is really cool. I think it conveys really, really well in this miniature build version, and it's the very first one we've got. I'm very excited about this one. I think it looks great. And here we have the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter. Again, the first time we've gotten this in a calendar, and again, this one looks fantastic. I'm really impressed, and this is definitely one of my very favorites. I think it conveys so well into miniature form, and it is so cute. I don't currently have the Lego set ship on display just because of its length. It's just difficult to display, but I love this micro build. It's adorable. And then this is a Clone Trooper command post, which is another first time build. Like I said, we got in a lot of them. Again, built a little bit larger because it can fit the Clone Trooper, which I really like. Like, this is something that we've seen before in battle packs, and this is just a small version, but it really works. I mean, you could use this as in your like mock or display, even though it is an advent calendar build. I think that it is good, and it's still like minifigure scale, which is kind of surprising. Maybe a little bit smaller, but I like it. It's good. And here we have an AAT, and this is the second AAT that we've gotten in an advent calendar. It's okay. It's not like my favorite for sure. A lot of people didn't really like the most recent set for this one either. But I think you can tell what it is for the most part, but it's not my favorite. I do like the blue though. And then for the first time ever in an advent calendar build, we get a turbo tank, and I think this one is so cute. You can tell from a mile away what it is. I love it. This is maybe my very favorite one. It's so cute, and the little gun does technically swivel, sort of, kind of. Really cute. I think that it was well built. It's very small. It's one of the smallest builds in this set. And then finally, the main reason to get these LEGO Advent calendars is, of course, for the minifigure/character builds included. And then, of course, we have the best part, the minifigures. I think that this year had a fantastic selection. I say minifigures, we have 2 built characters on this side, but they do count still. They have numbers correlating to them. And the first one is this reindeer gonk. I think it conveys well for Christmas time. I like it more than the Santa gonk, honestly. And it's always fun that they've started to kind of do this every year, is make a Christmas themed gonk. I mean, there's only so many that you could do, I suppose, but we've had others in the past. This is the first reindeer one, and I think it is really cute. And our first holiday pit droid, also very cute. He looks like Santa Claus, and he's carrying a little bag. I do like that. The build for him is also really nice. I think that it fits well into the minifigure scale. I kind of would have liked a plain gonk droid because we don't have very many of those, but a Christmas one is fun too. The highlight character for me in this set, and I think what LEGO was intending because it is the 24th gift, is this Christmas Ewok. He is all white with gray hands, and he has a Christmas print on his headdress there. It is so cute. I really like it. I have all of the Ewoks, and so I was super stoked to get another one here, and it's just so cute to see that little Christmas printing and to see one in white. I love when they fully go out on a LEGO minifigure character to make them Christmas-ified. So definitely my top in this group. We have a battle droid. I think we get a battle droid in every single advent calendar. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that that's true, which is fine. It's great for army building. Another anticipated character in this set was Palpatine with his Death Star Christmas sweater. And I really like the Christmas sweaters. I don't feel like they convey as well as when they're on the Sith, because you have like his tunic pants and then his hood, and he's obviously not wearing a cape, and so it just looks kind of awkward to me. He does come with lightning and a cup, and then he has the interchangeable face right here and printing on the back of that sweater. Still really cool to get those exclusive Christmas sweater prints. We've gotten quite a few now, and I love it. Then we have a 212th Trooper, which is fun. Standard that came out in the ATTE. This is one of the examples of those minifigures that come out in an expensive set and then later completely tank their value by coming out in an advent calendar. But it's fine. It's fine for people who can't buy that set. That way they get one of these clone troopers. People don't like them anyways because of the helmet holes, but I think it's a nice inclusion. And then we have Princess Leia on Endor, and we got her this year, but with her speeder bike helmet. So it's really interesting now to get her again without that helmet and a hairpiece. She is the exact same to my knowledge, and looks fantastic. I do not mind having this version of her. They actually came out with an unhelmeted Luke version that came in a book, a Star Wars Lego annual for 2024 that I don't think is even available in America, at least not yet. I've only seen sales for it in like Europe, but then you could have them together without their helmets. So I definitely need to get Luke. And yeah, she's really cool. She comes with a cookie and a blaster. And then finally we get Omega in a sled, and these two characters, this came with the build, I guess, because Omega is so small, but she comes with a little sled, which I guess is fun, but it's just kind of a throwaway build. It's not Star Wars, but it is Christmas, I suppose. And this is another example of one of those minifigures that was relatively expensive, came out in the Justifier, which I never planned on getting, and I'm so glad because now I can have her for cheap in the advent calendar. It does make her price drop relatively significantly though, I believe. But unique torso, printing on the arms, which is really cool. She has Harry Potter's hair in blonde, which is kind of weird to me. And you can tell she's a little girl because of those eyelashes, and she's got a secondary face. All right, so there we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I just have to say that the strangest thing to me is that, well, one thing that I do like is that all of the main character, all of the minifigures come with an accessory build that they can like participate with, except for Leia. She has a speeder bike that's way too small, but technically that would be her like accessory. So that's kind of weird to me that everybody has something that they can like fit into except for Princess Leia. Sort of weird, but something I noticed. Overall though, I think that it's pretty inarguable at this point that these are fun little sets. This is one that, you know, of course people are always going to have their complaints with advent calendars, but it's for kids. It's for, you know, just to enjoy the holiday season. It's not to be taken super seriously, so you shouldn't take it super seriously. I love them. Every year we get exclusive minifigures, or sometimes minifigures that come in sets that then again come in the advent calendar, which for some is awesome and then for others is annoying, which I totally understand. But overall, I think that it's fun. You get a nice variety. It's fun to open if you do play along and do it each day of December. But overall, fun review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments below. Until next time, I will see y'all later.